Hi everyone, so today we'll read chapter 21 and chapter 22. So chapter 21. Primrose had shot up in a matter of minutes, as only a giant's daughters can. It was a mega growing spurt. She was now so tall that her entire body took up most of the shop. Her arms had nowhere to move, her head was bent, her knees were higher than the curious cabinets. Her hands were pressing against the ceiling, which was groaning in an alarming way. In fact, every nook and cranny was stuffed full of Primrose or her dress, so that there was no room for her to even wriggle. "Well, frazzle me whiskers," said Fidget to the others gathered at the top of the stairs to the kitchen. He whispered, "This is what I've been worried about all along." "I want my daddy," said Primrose. "I don't belong here. I don't fit in." "It's all right," said Emily, and was puzzled why she had even said that, because it clearly wasn't. "I want to go home," said Primrose. "Hold on," said James. "We'll sort something out." "Help!" came a mournful voice. Buster's shoes could be seen sticking out from underneath Primrose's skirt. Can you see them at the bottom there? "Perhaps," called Edie from the upstairs landing, "we should ring the fire brigade. They would know what to do." "No," said James. "It would be very hard to explain how we came to have a giant girl stuck in the shop." "You have a point, love." "Well, if she grows any larger," said Maurice Flintwinkle, "and pushes on the ceiling any more, the shop will split apart." "Oh dear," said Emily. "This is getting worse and worse." "Do something," shouted Buster. "I'm being squashed and I can't breathe." "Yes, do something," echoed the lamp, running between Primrose's feet. "Do something. Oh, sweet mistress, what do we do?" Primrose started to cry. Huge tears fell onto the wooden floor. "Please stop," said Emily. "You'll drown Buster if you keep crying." But everything that was said to Primrose just made matters worse. It was like being indoors with a sprinkler on. "Water is bad for the wooden floor," said the magic lamp. "It takes the polish off." "Oh, do stop, Primrose. Try to think of something cheerful." "Help!" shouted Buster. "I'm now drowning as well as not breathing." "Aha! Got it," said James Cardwell, and caught hold of the lamp by its handle. "You do spells. You can make Primrose smaller." No, wait a mo," said the lamp. "I haven't used that spell for ages." "What about when I—" came Buster's muffled voice. "That was different," interrupted the magic lamp, "and bunnies were involved." "We have no choice," said Fidget. He was holding up the hem of his dressing gown, showing how soaking wet his slippers were. "What if it goes wrong?" said the lamp. "I can't be held responsible." "Pull yourself together," said James. "Are you magic or not? Just drink Primrose and save the shop and Buster before we all get swept away in a flood of tears." Another nasty groan came from the beams in the ceiling. "Please, please, dear magic lamp, only please hurry," said Emily. "For you, sweet mistress, I will try. But don't blame me if it goes wrong." "Okay," they all shouted. There was a moment when nothing much seemed to happen. Then the magic lamp's tummy puffed out and became all shiny. Pink smoke poured from its spout, slowly filling the shop. "Why is it always pink smoke?" said James. "Why can't it be blue, green or yellow for a change?" "Because pink is what is needed for this spell. Isn't it all about colour schemes, you know?" The lamp clicked its fingers and stamped its slippers. Instantly the smoke cleared, but now all that could be seen was a rather squashed Buster sitting in a puddle. Primrose had disappeared. "Oh no," said Emily. "What have you done with her?" "This isn't my fault, so don't go blaming me," said the magic lamp. "I did what I had to do. I had no choice." "Quiet," said Fidget. "Primrose, are you here?" "Hello," came a tiny voice, and Primrose came out from behind the counter. She was no taller than the magic lamp itself. "Oh dear," said James. "Oh no," said James. "Fish paste," said Fidget. "Ta-ra!" said the magic lamp. "Again I've saved the day. Better by far that she's a size than enormous and destroying the shop." There was truth in what the lamp said. "What happened?" said Primrose. "Why are you all giants now and I'm not?" Emily bent down and picked her up. "Ah," said Edie, "isn't she lovely? A right little doll." Primrose smiled. "I don't mind, honestly, I don't, as long as I can still sing in the contest. I can, can't I?" "Yes, love, I'm sure you can," said Edie, who wasn't sure at all. "I'm sorry to leave you with the mess," said Detective Cardwell, looking at an incoming message on his mobile. "I've got to go to Pudleypool Police Station." James opened the front door to find a smartly dressed lady standing there. "Hello," she said. Are you a detective agency? We are, madam, said James as he left. This gentleman will help you with your inquiry. Yes, said Fidget, we're Wings & Co. Really? Well, you see all sorts in my line of business. I had a guest once who used to dress up as a cat. It was just here for the summer season. His costume wasn't as good as yours. Anyway, I'm not here about him. You couldn't come back later. We're about to go out, said Fidget. Look, love, I'm that worried, and none of what I'm worried about seems to belong to the world, as I understand it. My name is Betty Sutton. I'm the landlady of the Mermaid Hotel. You're Edie's friend, said Emily. Yes, and how do you know that? Because Edie is here. No, never. Get away with you, said Betty. Has she come to tell you about Blinky Belvale? Chapter 22. Lend me your trainers, said Cheryl to the Toad. Not again, said the Toad. They're my favourite, and when you borrowed them on Wednesday you made them really smelly. Give them to me. Why? Because my army boots are hurting my bunions, said Cheryl. But sis, pleaded the Toad, I need the flashing red lights down there in the ghost train. It's dark. Flashing red lights. Now it is an odd thing, but some people in this world don't believe in magic, no matter how much proof you give them. Cheryl and the Toad had never believed. As far as they were concerned, magic was for sissies. But the strange part is that the Toad was quite prepared to be scared pantless by the idea that the ghost train was haunted. It's dead creepy down there, he said to his sister that morning. You know, the huge waxwork the boss has put in. It's well haunted. Prat, said Cheryl. I saw its eyes blink and its legs twitch. You saw all that in the dark? No, when I flashed my torch at it. Rubbish, said Cheryl. I swear, replied the Toad. On me teddy bear's life, that waxwork moved. Cheryl gave him a clip around the ear. What was that for? Said the Toad, his bubblegum bursting around his mouth. Because, you muppet, Cheryl lowered her voice, you're supposed to be looking for you-know-what down there. Well, the you-know-what isn't in the you-know-where, and I'm... The Toad didn't finish because Cheryl had grabbed both of his legs, turned him upside down, and lifted him into the air so that his packets of gum fell out onto his pockets. Now you listen to me, she said, swinging him from side to side. You are supposed to be down there looking for that. Mouse, said the Toad feebly. From his position he was face to face with it. Where? Said Cheryl. Behind you, under your chair. I hate mice, replied Cheryl, turning to have a look. The mouse in question was cleaning its whiskers. It had oddly round eyes, and strange as it might sound, Cheryl thought it seemed to be listening. She let go of the Toad so suddenly that he fell with a loud crash to the floor and charged at the mouse. But the mouse was too quick and retreated to its mouse hole in the skirting board. When Cheryl looked up, the Toad was picking up the packets of gum. You find that diamond, she hissed, or it'll be my boot you feel that and your teddy won't save you this time. Cheryl, came the voice of Blinky Belvale. In here now. Blinky Belvale's office window was wide open as usual, and papers were blowing around in the wind. Blinky wasn't in a good mood. What's going on? Cheryl, he said, what exactly is the Toad looking for down in my ghost train? Cheryl felt slightly too hot under her day-glow vest. How could he know? The door to the outer office had been closed. He couldn't have overheard what she and the Toad were saying. And, said Blinky, what did your little brother mean when he swore on his teddy bear's life? Nothing, Mr. B, said Cheryl. Now she was really worried that the other room was bugged. Nothing much. Don't you nothing me, said Blinky. What is it that he can't find? Just an old diamond, Mr. B. Oh, said Blinky. Well, why didn't you just say so in the first place? I was about to report, Mr. B, that the Toad saw someone in the ghost train. Toad? Shouted Blinky. Who did you see? The Toad slouched into the office. A great big cat, Mr. B, the same one you saw at the Starburst Ballroom. Why didn't you catch him? It's really spooky down there, Mr. B. What with the skeletons and such, and well, his voice trailed off. Listen to me, both of you. Just make sure that neither the cat nor that flying boy come anywhere near the ghost train. Just keep them out of my amusement park. All right? Okay, tomorrow we will read chapter 23. See you then.